Hey, what's going on, boys? Swaggys here. So, without any further ado, let's get on to the video for today here. Today, we'll be reacting to a new video that recently came out by Deathbattle themselves here. And this is for Bowser versus Eggman from Mario versus Sonic here. Classic, kind of just, franchises together here. And I wanted to go ahead and check it out since it recently came out, like, around, a few days ago now. Like, what? Well, it says here 18 hours ago, but let me go ahead and refresh that real quick here. So yeah, this actually came out like maybe 3 to 4 days ago.
This battle is sponsored by Mario.
Yeah, so like 4 days ago now, but like 3 days ago. And I wanted to go ahead and check it out. Like I said, it was really interesting, really caught me by surprise and overall. Really wanted to go ahead and check it out myself here. Now, after though, let's get on to it. Now, of course, I said, please go check out Deathbattle. Those ones who actually created the videos, made this, all of it possible. So I said, please go ahead and checking it out here. They worked really hard to support and deserve support. Now, after though, like I said, also go to the creators themselves here. Go check out every part of the actual video stuff here. They all work really hard, deserve support, and put so much time and effort into video stuff here. So I said, please go check them out. I'm gonna go scrolling through these credits here. Now, without any further ado, let's get on to it. Let's not use too much time here because this video is around 27 minutes long, so this might be a little bit of a longer video itself here.
Marvel Snap and Prize Picks.
Okay. So it's like Bowser's Army versus
Eggman. Dr. Eggman.
The king of the Koopas and the baddest of badniks. And they're not alone.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death
a
battle.
death battle. Let's see what's going on.
Ah, the Mushroom Kingdom. A peaceful land of kindness, adventure, love.
Ah, boring. Move aside, princess.
Damn.
It's time this place got way more awesome. Here comes
hey,
King
Buster.
Koopa himself, better known as Bowser.
The moment this orphan star child was found by Kamek, it was clear Bowser would command the disparate outcasts of the Mushroom world, the Koopa clan.
Sadly, not everyone's born a toad, and they treat these critters like monsters, fated to a life of infinite jump farming for one-ups.
Yep. Unfortunately.
Bowser wanted a different world, but Princess Peach Toadstool would never allow the evil king's day in the sun. Her light was so bright, Bowser became infatuated with her.
So he turned all the toads into bricks and kidnapped her, putting their princess in another castle, and another, like 40 years of castles, only to be released if she agrees to marry him and his dad bod.
Yet he was foiled time and time again by those pesky Mario brothers.
Damn.
However, Bowser is nothing if not persistent.
Look at him! Dude's built like a brick house strapped to a saw trap. That spiked shell takes a lot of punishment. Not even the weight of a castle can scratch it, especially when he rolls up like a prehistoric Beyblade.
And the Koopa King doesn't just breathe fire and control lava, he commands nature itself.
Spitting meteors from outer space, beckoning the earth with a snap, inhaling torrents of wind, straight up calling down lightning. What else has he got?
Oh, just a little dabbling in dark magic.
Hell yeah, Wizard Turtle.
The original NES manual even describes him as a sorcerer king. Magic is how he turned the toads into bricks, only countered by the princess's heart magic.
But that's not all the magic he's mastered. Telekinesis, creating perfect clones, reanimating his undead skeleton, and worst of all, ruining every game of Mario Party. Hey, no, I stole those coins fair and square.
Bowser spent decades hoarding treasures, coins, magic star rods, warships, clown cars, you name it. This is the same guy that created multiple flying castles fashioned after his own face.
Yeah, he's definitely got an ego on him. He's talked about having a 4-digit IQ, but I've seen this moron put death traps in his own backyard. A man after my own heart.
Despite his clumsiness, Bowser's charisma and leadership brought many to his side. Not enough to defeat Mario, but his army doesn't make it easy on the Red Plumber.
They're the most wicked band of misfits this side of World 8-4. The Koopa Troop.
An army spanning multiple territories across the Mushroom world and beyond.
Goombas, Koopas, the Troopas, and the others make up the infantry. Some with wings, some in shoes, and some even in race cars. They're the red shirts, first in and first out.
Piranha plants, bloopers, and lakitus use their surroundings to get the jump on unsuspecting prey, by land, sea, or sky.
we'd be here forever jotting down the small fries. Booze, Shy Guys, sentient bombs with feet, and more.
It was imperative for Bowser to nurture a unit that covers their own vulnerabilities. For example, Kamek and King Boo both have magic, but Boo has battlefield control with illusions and destabilizing dimensions, while Kamek focuses on buffing allies, canceling enemy powers, summoning anything he desires.
Or swapping my items to screw up my Mario Party lead. Not again.
Speaking of items, most of the minions can use pretty much any power-up Mario can. The Goombas make frequent use of Tanuki tails, and Bowser can really get into the cat roleplay. But as the Koopa Troop grew and grew, it started to feel less like an army and more like a family unit.
Oh, you mean like his kids, the Koopalings?
They're adopted.
What's the difference?
Good point. Bowser took them in and even trained them in dark magic.
So no one's as spoiled as his natural Nepo baby, Bowser Jr., captain of the Koopa Troop.
Spoiled is an understatement. Remember his escapades as Shadow Mario? He terrorized Delfino Plaza with literal evil paint. That whole debacle was basically his attempt at elementary school art class.
And I bet Bowser still has some on the fridge. But really, the king is very protective of his kids. If the fam's in trouble, he can will himself to transform into a giant kaiju, all to crush whatever bully's target smack.
Maybe a little overkill. Just one punch from Giant Bowser launched a castle out of orbit. Taking into account the flight path and the scale of their universe, Bowser's punch must have hit with a force of over 125 trillion tons of TNT. Considering how Yoshi punted poor Raphael the Raven so hard he exploded into a constellation of stars, this isn't even close to Bowser's full strength.
So don't bully his kid, especially if he falls into some of Bowser Jr.'s set of black paint. That stuff's scary.
Enough to unleash Bowser's Dark Fury, a form whose very steps cause widespread natural disasters.
Okay, seriously, how does Mario ever beat this guy? He's like Godzilla, Doctor Strange, and John Cena all in one big turtle.
We're not even to the best part. Bowser's dark magic became so potent he eventually learned how to warp the very fabric of reality.
Anything the king imagines, he makes happen. He turned all of Yoshi's Island into a storybook. And remember those painted worlds in Mario 64? Yeah, he made those. And the staircase that goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Oh God, does anyone know how to BLJ?
He also stole ultra-powerful items like the Wonder Flower, which can mold reality like Play-Doh, and the Dream Stone, which can be used to wish someone out of existence.
But his most iconic thefts are those big shiny power stars.
Don't judge a book by its cover. Infant power stars, aka Lumas, can become whole galaxies. They also ferried Mario across the universe in 3 seconds. That's 489 quadrillion times light speed.
Obviously, the Big Daddy Grand Stars are even crazier. Bowser used one to power his space kingdom, but then guess who showed up to ruin everything?
Mario.
It's a him!
And when the Grand Star was freed, it caused a chain reaction that destroyed the entire universe via a massive black hole.
Thanks, Space God, that Rosalina showed up to save the day.
Not that Bowser needed saving. He's been swallowed by another black hole and thrown into a star that went supernova.
Imagine if this crazy OP fire turtle had to fight himself. Oh, wait, he did, and he beat the hell out of him.
With all his power, it's a wonder he still hasn't conquered the Mushroom Kingdom. Perhaps it's because his visions of grandeur were never really what he sought. Surrounding him is a crew of outcasts and miscreants like him, ride or dies that can't be swayed against him.
Oh, are you saying he's secretly happy because he's got a big monster family now?
Yes, but also when they actually worked together, they legitimately conquered most of the known universe. So
he's a baddie through and through who will teleport through space and time to show you what's what, because he's no ordinary Koopa. Make way for the king!
King Koopa himself.
This battle is sponsored by Prize Picks.
Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. And it's
Now, I know that all the viewing of these ads kind of help to support them and stuff here, but do you mind if I just go ahead and quickly, skip over this ad so we can get to Dr. Eggman's section there? If you do, thank you, but let's continue onward, because this ad might take a little bit of time.
That's code DEATH to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup.
Prize Picks, run your game.
Okay, let's get into it.
Citizens of Earth, lend me your ears. Imagine a world of endless possibility where people are free as the wind. Isn't it disgusting?
Damn.
Now imagine
Okay.
a better world, one with proper guidance and the technology to bring about global peace.
But Wiz, only a brilliant mind can make that happen.
Not just any brilliant mind, he's a genius at heart who knows the dangers within. He's Ivo Robotnik.
Dr. Eggman.
As a mad scientist myself, his story is my inspiration, just as Eggman's was his grandfather, Gerald Robotnik, who sought to create world peace through technology. But then his beloved granddaughter, Maria, was killed by the Guardian Unit of Nations, better known as...
Gun. They're frickin' called G-U-N. Anyway, Lil Eggy grew up a lonely narcissist because all his family talked about was Maria this, Maria that. Boo-hoo.
Neglect and envy tainted Ivo's goals of following Gerald's footsteps. He distanced himself from his grandfather's legacy. Instead of bettering the world, he would conquer it to get the attention he deserved.
No, you mean craved. Desperately craved.
Tomato, tomato.
You just said it the same way twice.
He aimed to establish Eggman Land, a capital of science. And this paradise would have worked just fine if not for that blasted Sonic the Hedgehog.
For years, Eggman's plans literally blew up in his face. And he's a very sore loser.
But just like any good experiment, the doctor did more testing, seeking better results.
He's created plenty of knickknacks to terrorize the world with. A laser gun, a cloning ray, mind control cannons, a flying armada, typical evil scientist stuff.
Then there's the big ones. He invented a spatial displacement trap, which, while online, scatters a target's atoms across space. Oh, and then there's the metal virus, which transmutes organic tissue into living metal zombies. It's so deadly, it created a plague that nearly wiped out all life on Earth.
Shame Eggman never made himself immune to it. That's a whoopsie.
And when he's not duping you with decoys, he's riding in style with the Eggmobile. It's lightweight for maneuverability, but tough enough to withstand moon-sized explosions and even the center of a black hole.
I mean, it's kinda lame looking, but he can plug it into big bad mechs like the Egg Walker or the Death Egg Robot, whose giant laser once obliterated 77,000 cubic meters of rock in an instant. That's like having an atomic bomb in your pocket all the time. Oh, okay, maybe this guy's pretty cool.
Eggman built machines for a long list of combat situations. Some look like knights, others use extraterrestrial sources like the Wisps, and then there's the orbital bases, like the Death Egg.
The reference is obvious, but Darth Vader's version is like a toy compared to the Death Egg, which can annihilate stars. Woof! A whole constellation gone in one shot.
That's not to say Eggman doesn't enjoy scrapping with blue hedgehogs himself. Enter the Egg Dragoon.
Hell yeah! The rawest of the battle mechs. It's got electric drills. It's got ice missiles. It's got a whole lot of bullets. My God, Wiz. I need it.
And don't forget, Eggman built all of these things himself. Maybe world domination is in his grasp yet.
One problem. Eggman's a turbo loner. No hobbies, no friends, no wife, no nothing.
Come on, he has friends. I mean, he's a feminist. Oh, okay, maybe not, but what about Infinite? Sure, they might have joined forces over a mutually sought revenge against Shadow, but it counts. Sort of. Who needs friends when you can build friends?
Obviously, Eggman has a tough time collaborating with others, so he just built his own army instead.
The Eggman Empire.
The Badniks are mass-produced foot soldiers, buzz bombers, crab meats, caterkillers, egg robos, and don't forget those cute little moto bugs. The Badniks may seem simple, but they're led by an elite, multi-talented unit, the hard-boiled heavies. Really leaning into the egg thing, huh?
The army has a wide variety of troops, even your classic comedy duo with Orbot and Cubot. They're Eggman's assistants and immense disappointments. Every genius has their duds.
Hey, at least they're not Scratch and Grounder. But that's why he's made top-notch bots modeled after the Sonic cast, like everyone's favorite robo-faker, Metal Sonic.
Metal Sonic has the most horsepower in the Eggman Empire. He has the moves and speed of Sonic and then some. He's had his rebellious phases, but Eggman's reprogrammed Metal to better follow his commands. Additionally, when upgraded to his Neo form, Metal Sonic could copy biological data, including unique powers like Shadow's time stop technique, Chaos Control.
He could even copy Silver's psychokinesis, and with enough chaos energy, he powers up into Super Neo Metal Sonic.
Though everything would change with the appearance of the Phantom Ruby. One of many trump cards at Eggman's disposal, the Phantom Ruby alters reality by manipulating perception.
Basically Super OP illusions, but in Infinite's hands, it's a weapon of mass destruction. I don't know how illusions translate to body replicas, changing gravity, or making a fake sun, but go off, King.
And when when used on the planet's consciousness, which is a thing, the ruby granted Eggman the Lightman form. Yep, apparently Super Eggman is canon, though it is pretty complicated to manifest.
But the Phantom Ruby isn't the only souped-up gem Eggman has. He's used the Jeweled Scepter to make the world-shattering Egg Wizard. Then, on more than one occasion, he's effortlessly gathered the super rare, super powerful Chaos Emeralds. You know, the things that power Super Saiyan Hedgehog.
Eggman built and built and built, and eventually, he built something that started to build on him. Sage was originally designed as a mere assistant, but through an alien encounter, she was granted actual sentience.
Sage is already super powerful, but now she's also super smart. She thought up millions of battle plans all at once to defeat the massive titans.
And you can barely remember where you put your dune bug.
I know exactly where it is. It's at the police impound. Thank you very much.
Sage was Eggman's saving grace. He had previously found machines with personality lacking, but Sage's great adequacy in serving her function provided Eggman with something that, for the first time, he'd hate to lose. In essence, a sort of daughter.
So, like any good dad, he gave her the keys to his car, his spaceship, and his orbital death ray. Hell, now she controls the entire army.
And this frankly unheard of trust from Eggman became crucial in defeating the End, a primordial entity so mighty even Supersonic struggled against it.
Their battle can only be described as peak fiction, because charged by 7 Chaos Emeralds, Supersonic's no joke.
The power of one emerald can shift continents. All 7 together can shift the universe.
And kill some pretty terrifying bosses, like Eggman's Time Eater, which ripped apart space-time like tissue paper.
In short, Chaos Emeralds give thoughts power. With them, Eggman's best machines can run indefinitely while matching the greatest powers ever seen. Like when 3 supers battled Solaris, who tried to destroy time itself. Solaris extended its chaos across multiple timelines in about 20 seconds, or 73 quadrillion times light speed.
It's funny though, while Eggman's smarts have sort of defeated Sonic here and there, he's pretty effective when he teams up with the Blue Blur to save the world.
Well, recall how Professor Gerald was a good person before losing the granddaughter he loved. In Eggman's case, now that he has Sage, perhaps a similar story is playing out in reverse.
Who knows?
Nah, Eggy will always have a harebrained scheme behind his cufflinks.
So watch out, critters and plebeians of the world. He is the Eggman, and he's got the master plan.
Nice. I love it.
Whiz, you gotta help me.
What happened now?
I'm addicted to Marvel Snap.
You mean today's sponsor, the collectible card game? The one with everyone's favorite Marvel characters?
It's
Okay, another sponsor. I mean, W ads, of course, nice to see them, getting their sponsorships and, getting their money. But I'm gonna go ahead and skip this as well, just so we can continue on with the video stuff here. But though, let's get right down to it now. Okay, not gonna place any bets, but I think we got a really good matchup here. I'm not gonna lie. Eggman, Mario, or Eggman, Bowser. I don't know what's gonna happen. I really don't. So that like I said, I really want to see Bowser win, because I played a lot of Mario games in my past. Just been playing. Well, anyways, like I was saying, because one of the first games I picked up was a Mario game. It was like Super Mario Bros. Wii, and then from there on, like my love for Mario has just been extended beyond a cliff. I barely played any Sonic. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I haven't really grown up with Sonic. I haven't really grown up with like any of the classic Sonic games or any of the heck, even Generations. I never even played it up until maybe recently. So like I said, I'm more of a Mario fan than I am more of a Eggman fan. I think I've tried to upload like 2 Mario videos on the channel stuff here, but they've just never worked out. So that, and for you, like I said, I'm gonna go with Bowser for this one, because like I said, I've just grown such a love for Mario, and just it's been around all my life. So I'm gonna go with Mario. Let's continue onward though.
Oh!
But Sonic's really cool though. I like Eggman is such an interesting character, and I love him. Oh, damn. Oh,
I've come to make an announcement. This territory is now the base for my upcoming Eggman Land 2.
Eggman Land 2.
What a joke. I am Dr. Eggman, your new genius overlord. Get a load of this.
Okay. Damn.
You call these toys an invasion force? I've seen Toads do better. That's a decoy, idiot. Infinite! This power is without peer. It is the ultimate strength.
I love that.
Chance time?
It's too late.
Damn.
All according to plan.
You've lost the battle before it has begun.
Excellent work as always, Beto. Ready to wrap this up, Sage?
As you command.
You know what they say, the more the merrier. Showtime.
I love it.
How dare you keep your hands off my...
Damn. Okay.
Sage! The Death Egg! Max power!
Oh yeah, he did the animated stuff.
Sage! Fire it again!
Oh wait.
So long, Doctor!
This war was not an easy one to win, which might seem surprising given how the Sonic series is not afraid to show how tough its cast is, while Mario's comes across as more cartoony.
But as it turns out, Bowser had everything he needed to take Chrome Dome down. Strap in, this one's a lot, so we'll break it down into 5 categories.
First up is physical stats. Bowser pretty handedly outmatched any of Eggman's usual mix, like the Egg Dragoon or the Death Egg Robot.
The Death Egg Robot could level cities. Bowser could punch a castle out of orbit.
The Death Egg could destroy stars, but Yoshi could match that level of power, and Bowser's strength is certainly above the green dinosaurs. Plus, while both Bowser and Eggman's tech survived black holes, Bowser's was much larger.
So, he may win stats, but this could change with their powers. With so many items and minions, that could make all that a moot point.
Aside from power-up items, both could manipulate minds, create duplicates, and alter space-time. However, Bowser had a significant edge in having access to the majority of his abilities at all times.
Yeah, Eggman can do some crazy stuff, but only across different mechs, fortresses, or space bases. Bowser's all natural. He's got all his best powers built in, and he ain't even a robot.
Meaning he wins the war of attrition. He even had counters for battle enders like the metal virus and spatial displacement trap. Context matters for those weapons, and both backfired in the past. But more importantly, Bowser could simply reverse the effects with his transmutation magic. Conversely, most of Eggman's robots could get turned into, say, a frog or a block with no reliable way back. Bowser takes the edge in powers.
But definitely not for intelligence. Come on, you have a 4-digit IQ, Bowser? Really? That's cute. I mean, don't get me wrong. Bowser's not an idiot, usually. Just really, really clumsy. Poor fella.
Meanwhile, Eggman's an engineering genius who rarely ever gets bested by brains.
Easy dub. Now, let's talk trump cards.
As in, items so powerful they could decide the entire outcome on their own.
The Phantom Ruby was super dangerous, but specifically targets perceptions, unlike Bowser's Wonder Flower, which mucks up reality for real. The Ruby affected a whole planet, but the Wonder Flower had the power to alter the universe. Also, the Dreamstone's ability to wish anything out of existence would have no problem cleaning up Super Neo Metal Sonic or Time Eater.
Their most prized possessions was a tougher call. Together, the Chaos Emeralds can break the universe, but so can the Grand Stars. Arguably not as much given the Emerald scaling to Solaris, though Power Stars and Grand Stars are far more plentiful. Clearly, this is getting fairly abstract, and both had multiple options that could win the day instantly, so the safest bet is to call this category a tie.
Which means it's finally time to compare their armies. Eggman seems deadlier at first glance. I mean, look at all those buzzsaws and rockets. Metal Sonic speed and power alone could solo most of the Koopa Troop, but the Eggman Empire lacked something Bowser had in spades: teamwork and loyalty.
Eggman is a notoriously terrible team player. His alliances are practically guaranteed to fall apart.
Hell, in Sonic Generations, he could barely manage working with himself.
Eggman's army is designed to be controlled by just him. To Eggman, it's harder to command those with free will, hence his rivalry with the free-natured Sonic.
Meanwhile, the Koopa Troop follows Bowser because they actually like him. They train really hard to cover each other's weak points,
giving them plenty of advantages as this war progressed, like battlefield control through King Boo's magic and Bowser Jr.'s paint. And since the Koopa Troop doesn't rely that much on technology, Sage's hacking potential had little use.
Also, secret weapon? Kamek is kinda busted, canceling Metal Sonic's power copying, stealing the Phantom Ruby, and potentially swapping the Chaos Emeralds were huge game changers.
Add on that Bowser and his army can use any Mario power-up item, and they had billions of combinations that the Eggman Empire just could not actively plan against. Even with Sage's millions of plans to take down the Titans, she thought them to be unbeatable, which Sonic proved was incorrect.
Just comparing their conquests makes it clear. The Eggman Empire took over the whole planet, but Bowser's troop conquered most of the universe.
Eggman was no pushover. His wit, power output, and ridiculous machines gave Bowser the biggest fight of his life. But the Koopa King's ludicrous strength, abilities, and united forces ultimately prevailed.
Eggman tried to poach the king, and now he's cracked and scrambled.
The winner is Bowser.
Next time on Death Battle.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just cut it off there, but that was amazing. I love that. Like, such as... First of all, I'm going to mention the animation itself here. The animation itself here was amazing. I loved it. It was spectacular here. It was just... my favorite part here. I loved it so much. But aside from that, though, all the points that they brought up here were excellent. Excellent. I loved them. They were spectacular. Just, so good. But aside from the looks at just overall, yeah, like I said, just a lot of good points here. I love a lot of the good points themselves here. They're really, really accurate, very, 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 very well put together, and overall very welcome, very well thought out, and I love that. But without any further ado, let me just go ahead and give my general thoughts on the episode itself here, dividing it up into 3 factions themselves here. First of all, is going to be like just the animation, broad and simple. Next is going to be the actual points that they bring up. Then, of course, lastly is going to be just the actual, what's the word for it? Voice acting and stuff. I'll go with voice acting. Keep it simple. So without further ado, let's get into it. So of course, first starting off with the actual animation stuff here, I loved it. I loved everything about it. Just from all the forms we were seeing, all the little trump cards they were using, like the Chaos Emeralds, the Grand Stars, just the just Bowser Jr.'s like black paint. Oh my god, I loved it all. It was so cool, so spectacular, just so fire, and I loved it so much. I really, really did. But without any ado, like I said, just the actual just themselves here were spot on, very, very nice, and was so enjoyable, and were so fire. I enjoyed it a ton. It was great, and it was just, it was good. It was really, really good. Aside from that, just not only were the designs themselves are also really well put together and it's just so enjoyable, but like I said, just a lot of these just like little specific things that you'd have to just notice, like these little alternative scenes were so fire. I loved them. They were great. They were great and really, really cool. Now that going on to the actual just voice setting itself here, voice setting itself, it was really well done. I loved it. Like such just it was so well put together. Like Sage's voice acting, Eggman's, just Bowser's, all of it was so cool, so nice, and just really, it flowed well. It flowed well and flowed nicely, and I can't complain about it. It's really, really cool and overall very, 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 very well put together. But aside from the voice acting itself, here, just like I said, I love the emotions. I love the amount of heart and passion being put into the actual acting itself here, and overall, it was just really put together. Now then, moving on to the actual just no points themselves here. For the points themselves here, I do have, I think, maybe a few words here. So let's just go ahead and get to the points that they brought up here. One of which being just kind of well, a lot of them were really, really accurate. I'm not gonna lie. Like for armies, I would say they were exactly right. Like honestly, like Bowser is such a team player, especially for like his troops themselves here. Like he's no slouch at all when it comes to like just at all. Like there it is. Like he is no slouch at all when it comes to just just kind of just appealing to his teammates as well. But anyways, let me go back. Where is it? Like trying to find it. There it is. Here it is. What the?
Are more plentiful. Clearly, this is getting fairly abstract, and both had multiple options that could win the day instantly. So the safest.
Yeah. So let's get down to this. Now, for physical stats and powers, I would say those do go to Bowser. Bowser is incredibly strong. Like it is actually insane how much bro can take. Like he's been blown up, burnt alive. He's been just literally exploded who knows how many times, and still has survived, has come back, has regenerated, and has just been like such a nuisance to Mario, and like the Mushroom Kingdom is actually insane. Aside from that, like such as the actual like powers themselves here are also very well done, because yeah, Bowser doesn't really need to go to any space station, doesn't really need to go to any kind of location itself there to kind of utilize specific tools or specifically use like any of his spells. He is just sort of a dark magician king. Like honestly, that's exactly what he is. He can throw meteor, or like I don't know, throw up meteors, and just it's actually insane how incredibly like physical and like magical Bowser's army is. But it makes sense if you think about it, because in the Mario universe they have power ups that literally things that just give you superpowers and stuff like that. While in Eggman, no, well, in terms of just the Sonic universe, it's more or less just more like the seven Chaos Emeralds kind of give super enhanced powers, but most of it's kind of just innate. It's kind of just Sonic's really fast, Knuckles is really strong, Tails can fly because he has two tails. And while Eggman's just a regular human, he's just a regular human who doesn't really have powers or really can't utilize any of the things that his enemies can utilize. At least not the way that they utilize it. Like Sonic literally like absorbs the emeralds or something like that to gain like literally godly power through the use of rings. And well, Eggman himself here can't really go into a super form. He does sort of he does sort of go into one with the actual like Phantom Ruby, but I wouldn't say it doesn't count. I would say it's just more like I would say it just doesn't really live up to the full super form itself there, because yeah, if super form wasn't counted into this, oh my god, like this would be a whole different story. But like I said, just the way that their powers work in terms of I guess usability and kind of just how they would function is very different. Like honestly, it's very different. And like in terms of army, or just in terms of like yeah, just trump cards and like armies themselves here, it's very if and or buts. Like I said, with you could say that the coordination for Bowser's army is a lot better. Like you could honestly make a good point, and they do make that point there because it makes sense. Like Bowser's army is way more organic and way more alive. Give me a second here. Anyways, as I was saying, yeah, so like I said, Bowser's army a lot more coordinated, a lot more independent than Robotnik's army, which makes complete sense as Robotnik's army itself here is more mechanical, more how do I say it? More slave-like in a way. So yeah, like I said, just accurate points. I like them. But with that being said, like I said, just the actual plot points, details that they include here, like the like physical stats, like powers, army, intelligence. All of that is incredibly well done and just so well utilized, and can really help set the difference between like a win or a loss here. It's actually crazy and just really well thought out, and I love it. Like I said, Death Battle is amazingly intelligent and just can kind of up with like a lot of scenarios as to why this character wins or why this character loses, or why they win. It's really cool, and overall, I enjoyed it a ton. Like I said, just yeah, just main three fights here. Let me just go back into them, and let's just I don't know if we'll have enough time to do the deep dive itself here, and I'll just make this a deep dive. Like I said, like I said, just animation stuff here, very well done. I love it. I love the designs themselves here. They're really crispy, really clean, very well done. I love them. From like I said, just what was it like right around here? Like ooh, like look at these designs themselves here. I love the 3D aspects as well. Like it looks so cool. Like look at this.
Your new genius overlord. Get a load of this.
Oh, I love it. I really do. I really enjoyed that. And oh my god. Like I said, the designs themselves here go hard and are really accurate to the actual game models themselves here. I love that. That's really cool. Really nice. I love it. Aside from though, going on to the actual, just like I said, the animation itself here is amazing. Just the models themselves are really well detailed. So good looking. The lighting itself here is spectacular for the entire video itself here. It has such a great consistency and is overall very well put together. I honestly really enjoyed it a ton. Not only that, but the actual just animation flow itself here is really smooth and buttery. And I just love it so much. It is so cool. Really well put together. Anyways, aside from those, just the actual just animation, just like style itself here is very cartoony and very in style with Mario and Sonic itself here. It's really cool. It's really well done, and I love it. Like look at all these characters. Look at Bowser. He looks a little different from how he does in some other games, but that's to be fair. That's to be expected. And I love King Boo and all the characters themselves. They're so well designed. I love it. Look at this beginning with like Paper Peach. Why is she here? I don't know why, but I love it. Then of course we got the priest who's just Cubot, and you could just see like Orbot, like there's Orbot right there on the top, then Cubot right there in the robe. It's so silly and goofy. I love it. Like I said, just yeah, just all the stuff here is very cartoony, very stylized, and overall so cool. I love it. I love it so much. Anyways, aside from the actual animation stuff, let's go on to the actual voice acting stuff. Like I said, for the voice acting, it's great. Like Eggman's line here is executed perfectly. Like listen to this. Hold on, where is it?
I've come to make an announcement. This territory is now the base for my upcoming Eggman Land 2. What a joke! I am Dr. Eggman.
And I think that's a direct rip from like one of the games itself there. I'm not gonna lie, I like that. But just the actual voice acting itself here is spot on, spectacular, and so good. I love it. Just from like what a joke from Bowser. Just like shut up, nerd. It's just so cool. I love it. Like I said, I love it. I love the actual just voice acting itself here. It is said with such passion and such ferocity. It's overall it matches both of these characters excellently, and I deeply enjoy that. But that being said and done, I'm moving on to the actual moving on to the actual just plot points themselves here. You can see a lot of these being executed. Like you can see the characters kind of using their points themselves, or using just like a well, not points. You can use. Give me a second here. Anyways, as I was saying, you can go ahead. You can literally see a lot of these points kind of being important. A lot of mentions of Orbot and Cubot, of Metal Sonic, and just these Phantom Rubies and stuff like that are all so well utilized. Like with the segment right here, like look at this, it is so cool. Like that.
You call these toys an invasion force? Let's see Toads do better.
That's a decoy, idiot! In my net!
This power
Intelligence tat right there.
is without peer. It is the ultimate strength.
Phantom Ruby there. I love it. Like I said, just the actual, the way that they utilize these plot points to kind of just help to like advance the battle and just advance the war itself here is so cool, and I love it, especially with the appearance of Neo Metal Sonic and in Super Neo Metal Sonic. Literally peak fiction. I love it. With all being said and done, like I said, all these really come together, make an amazing video, and just really well executed, really fun one. Like I said, I love this like comparison of two, just two iconic series kind of clashing in a such a unique way as well here. Like this is not your like Sonic versus Mario kind of thing going on here. This is more Eggman's entire army versus Bowser's entire army, and I love that. That's really cool, really well done, and so nice. I love it. But that, and for do that, like I said, basically just go ahead and check out Death Battle. They make a ton of amazing content and make so many good videos themselves here. Like I said, go check them out. Link down below and card right there. I'm leaving you 2 links to the actual stuff here. Please go check it out yourself here. And of course, aside from that, also go ahead and consider hitting the bell or the bell icon. The actual just end card right there for another one of my videos if you're interested in catching. Like I said, go ahead and check that as well here. And of course, also go ahead and consider hitting the like button. Consider subscribing. Helps us so much to channel stuff here and just helps me a lot. Please consider doing it. If you enjoyed the video, that is. If, like I said, if you didn't enjoy the video stuff, you don't gotta do anything, and you can just move on with your day. But I said, if you did enjoy the video and you want to see more stuff like this in the future, like, subscribe, notification bell for next time upload. Like I said, it kind of just gives notification for any of the newest videos from the channel stuff here as soon as they come out. Go ahead to the bell icon. That's what it kind of is there for. And of course, comment below, you guys have details and your guys, here's a new background. You guys' thoughts being on extra stuff, whether you liked it, you hated it, that's really interesting, or you didn't find it interesting at all. At least leaving your thoughts being on extra stuff, it will kind of just help to detail why, and of course, more importantly, how you thought the battle stuff would have been if you were in charge. So like I said, geez, my brain kind of scrambled there. Like I said, and how did you think that would have gone? Like I said, who do you think should have won? Do you think Eggman should have won? That Bowser should have won? What are your thoughts on that? Like, do you think who is the superior army? I'm gonna leave that in the comments below for you guys to debate. And of course, after doing, like I said, I went with Bowser because, like I said, I have a lot of just like love for Mario, and I've grown up with a lot of Nintendo. I think one of my first ones was like a Nintendo Wii. So I don't really have too much attachment to a lot of the Sonic stuff. Although my friend does. One of my friends does have a lot of attachment to Sonic, and he enjoys Sonic a lot more than I do. So maybe he would have picked Eggman. I don't really know. But like I said, that's neither here nor there. So I said, without and for though, leave your thoughts on that stuff here down below, and of course also consider hitting the share button as well here, as it helps us so much to channel stuff here. Like I said, help me out just in terms of kind of just spreading awareness of the channel stuff here, and kind of just spread the name around. Like I said, well, you don't have to do any of what I just said here. It helps me out a ton, and I really do appreciate it. And like I said, at the end of the day, have a good one, have a great, amazing week, and just take care of yourselves. Stay safe. And of course, if you're not feeling well, if you're feeling sick, take plenty of medicine, get plenty of rest, and just take care of yourself, okay? And, well, being said and done, though, I'm gonna go now. So, what should I leave for a message here? Go Team Bowser, I guess. Like I said, take care, stay safe. I'll be some ways later on the actual, like, I guess tomorrow. So, for now, though, bye-bye. And, like I said once more, take care of yourself. I'll be going now. Bye-bye.